Hello and welcome to WillkaTarot. Today we are unlocking a door to see what it is that you need to know at this moment in time. So you can choose from any of those three decks. So I'm gonna do a little close-up and give you some time to get familiar with the energies and see which one may have your message. Okay, so we are unlocking a door today to know what the universe wants us to know at this moment in time. Okay, remember that the energies are always interchangeable. All right, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so these messages are for those of you that chose to unlock door number 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some oracle cards here to help me further understand what situation you're currently going through. So let's see, for those that pulled door number 1. Okay, so it says, I know I cross your boundaries. So that's card number 1. And let me pull another card from this second oracle here. See if we can shed some light on what's going on. Okay, so for those that chose to unlock door number 1, what is it that they're needing right now? What do they need? What do they need right now? For those that chose to, oh, okay, I don't trust you. All right, so I know I cross your boundaries and I don't trust you. All right, so let me go ahead and shuffle the cards for those of you that chose to unlock door number 1. And we have the Page of Coins here. Okay. We have the Tower. Okay, what other messages? The Emperor. Messages for those that chose to unlock door number 1. What messages do we have for those that chose to unlock door number 1? What is it that they need right now? What do they need right now? What do they need right now? For those of you that chose to, okay, 2 of Cups. Okay, and one more card for those that chose to, Page of Cups. All right, so let me see here. Okay, so here with the Page of Coins and the Page of Cups, I feel like there is somebody around you that has got your interest, or you have got their interest. And I feel like you or the other person may have some trust issues here. Let's see. I see that there is some restraint, or one of you to okay, so I feel like one of you two maybe needing to have some self-discipline to go about the connection. I feel like there is somebody here that may have some trust issues from the past, maybe from any past experience. Somebody might have wronged them, or there may have been some underlying issues or some unresolved trauma that has caused somebody to have some trust issues. And I think that what the universe is trying to say here is that somebody needs to approach this connection or this situation with some self-discipline and clear judgment. I feel like somebody is being asked to proceed with caution and be kind of gentle in the way that you approach this person or this situation. I feel like the way you chose to approach a particular person was a little bit too bold. I feel like there is the intention, or somebody has the intention to develop a relationship with you, or a friendship that may lead to a relationship in the future. I feel like there are opportunities that are being presented to you, just different opportunities that you could or you might miss out on because of trust issues. I feel like there is a fine line between being cautious and lacking trust. I feel like you can still set healthy boundaries and you can still have a cautious approach to things without going too far to one extreme, because I feel like something is gonna give, some major change is gonna happen to break that wall that you've built for yourself. I feel like somebody out there has really been through a lot in the past, and that has resulted in you maybe putting up a wall to protect yourself and protect your emotions. So you may come off as somebody that's very guarded and somebody that is just trying to have too much discipline about how you approach people and opportunities, and that wall needs to come down is what I'm seeing. I feel like it might be a little too easy to cross your boundaries because you have put up too high of a wall, so that makes it just way too easy for anybody to do something or say something that you might consider a cross of boundaries, when in reality you are overprotecting your own energy, or you might be overprotecting your own space or your own heart, you know. And I feel like everything needs to be done with balance. I think that sometimes going too far on one direction might also be the wrong approach. Let me see how else I can clarify this. Let me see what other messages or how we can further clarify this. I feel like there is definitely the opportunity for a beautiful connection to build if you give yourself the opportunity to trust. Okay, we have the Magician here. What else? And these opportunities may present themselves also as friendships, as the opportunity to engage in some sort of hobby or learning experience that might involve letting other people in. We have the Ace of Coins, okay. Yeah, so definitely something is coming your way. Something is on its way to manifestation, but there is definitely a change, a groundbreaking change that needs to take place for this opportunity to come through. And I think that is working on your boundaries and your trust issues, and maybe looking at things from a different perspective. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Coins. things. All right, yeah, so I feel like you are being asked right now to identify certain energies and thoughts or perspectives that no longer serve you. I feel like something from the past just needs to be completely let go of so you can embrace new opportunities in your life. I feel like, yeah, I'm also getting like a death of perspective. I feel like something needs to happen here. Some major change that might just shake your foundation and give you some sort of epiphany and realization. You don't want to miss out on opportunities that are being presented to you because of this wall, you know. Let me see what other messages we have. I feel like around you there is the opportunity to build something beautiful with somebody. Raj, stop. Sorry, my cat. But yeah, yeah, somebody's definitely wanting to come toward you, and this person comes off as somebody that is willing to build with you. It is definitely a strong offer. If you're looking for a relationship, this could be a relationship opportunity here with the Two of Cups. And you have the potential to manifest this new beginning. Here with the Magician and the Ace of Coins, there is the potential within you to manifest something beautiful for yourself, but I feel like you are needing to let go of the past. This is the Ten of Swords. This is something that has profoundly hurt you in a way that has changed you as a person, but it also brings the opportunity of a new beginning because it's a 10. So don't delay that new beginning. Oops. Okay, yeah, the Five of Swords. I feel like there are some energies, or maybe this might be you. Just kind of wanting to keep to yourself, or maybe trying to enforce certain boundaries or enforce certain thoughts. But I feel like certain ways of thinking need to be released. I feel like there may be the possibility that you or somebody could be too defensive, or too snappy. I feel like there is the need to release some sort of mentality. So that you can embrace a new beginning. Let me see if I can pull some advice from this different deck here. What advice do we have for this person? What advice do we have for this person here? What advice? Okay, so we have the Fool and the Magician. And I feel like there's another card stuck at the bottom of that one. And the Emperor again. Okay. So I feel like what these cards are saying is the Magician is coming up again. So I feel like this is saying you are in control. You have the potential to manifest whatever it is that you desire in your life. You have the potential to let go of past experiences that no longer serve you. I feel like the key to do that is within you. I know that it is hard, but I feel like you might receive some divine intervention that might help you manifest the desires of your heart. I feel like these may come in the form of an event that might shake you so profoundly that you might just be inclined to seeing or realizing a different aspect of a situation, or look at a situation from a different perspective. But yeah, this is basically saying you have the power, you're in control here. And here with the Fool and the Emperor, I think it's asking you to have balance within your viewpoints and within your approach to things, because the Fool and the Emperor are kind of opposite forces. The Fool is very carefree, very adventurous, very there's an innocence about them. There is that sense of playfulness and adventure that entails having to be reckless, or I don't want to say thoughtless, but not as cautious when it comes to the consequences of their action. And then here on the other side of the Magician, we have the Emperor, which is somebody that has clear judgment, self-discipline, a lot of resilience, a lot of wisdom. So I feel like you have to find the happy middle within these two, to not miss out on these beautiful opportunities that await you. I feel like there is somebody around you that wants to build with you, that wants to offer something real to you, but you may be too defensive. You may still have trust issues. You may still have a very high wall that you've built for yourself to protect yourself from past experiences. And I think that you're being asked by the universe to have balance, to trust a little bit but not too much, you know, to proceed with caution but not to the point that you are gonna be on the other end of the spectrum, you know. So I feel like there is very much the need to have to find a happy middle in your life, to not miss out on great opportunities. And also you need to know, or you needed to hear, that you are in control. You're in control, and you have the capability to let go of things that no longer serve you, whether that be resentment, old patterns that are no longer useful, that are not serving you any good, the belief of how people may perceive you, you know, the belief or the care, for that matter. Like, why do you care how people see you or what they think about you? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there is a lot of things that need to be released, and some walls that need to come down for you to embrace the opportunities that await you, because those opportunities look very promising when it comes to anything that you want to manifest, anything that you might want to engage. But it looks like you have to tear that wall down before you can get to this. Okay, this may be a relationship, this may be a friendship. It looks like somebody close to you is waiting for you to bring that wall down so that you can finally trust in the process, trust in the universe, trust in the connection. Okay, so I hope that these messages made sense to you and that they resonated with you. Okay, and if you like the video, like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so this reading is for those of you that chose to unlock door number 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some oracle cards here to see if we can shed some light on what's going on with you. Let's see. This is for those of you that chose to unlock door number 2. Let's see if we can pull some oracle cards here. Okay, so I got 2. Okay, so we need space, and I feel so lost without you. Okay, that's kind of opposing views. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what messages do we have for those that chose to unlock door number 2? What messages do we have? What do they need? Those who chose to unlock door number 2. What messages do we have for those that chose to unlock door number 2? What do they need? What do they need? Those that chose to unlock door number 2. What messages do we have for those that chose to unlock door number 2? What messages do we have? Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. Okay, what messages do we have for those that chose to unlock door number 2? What do they need? What do they need right now? What do they need right now? Those that chose to unlock door number 2. What do they need right now? Door number 2. What do they need in their life? What do they need? Those that chose to unlock door number 2. Those that chose to unlock door number 2. What do they need right now? Those that chose to unlock door number, okay. We have the World. Oops. Okay, so 5 of Cups, the World. Okay. 10 of Wands, the Devil. An Ace of Wands here. Okay, so I feel like somebody has been grieving some sort of loss. Somebody might be unhappy with their current situation. I feel like there is something that's being lost. It could have been a disconnect or a connection that's been lost. And I feel like this loss is tied to the closing of a chapter in your life. So you're grieving something from a past chapter, like the closing of a cycle. I feel like something might have felt like an emotional burden, or some connection might have been too oppressing, too hard for you to bear. It could have been some kind of toxic bond, or toxic or oppressive bond that could have been weighing you down. Okay, 5 of Swords, Queen of Coins. I feel like there could have been that somebody is giving you the cold shoulder. I feel like maybe there was the need for space, like it was stated in the Oracle cards. Maybe somebody just felt like there was codependency. I feel like that is what it's trying to tell me. That maybe there was a very oppressive, very weighing relationship or bond between you two. Like I said, this could be codependency here, and I feel like this codependency, it kind of this energy might be lingering on from a closed cycle in your life. I feel like you might have recently gone through a very toxic cycle or toxic dynamic with somebody else, and I feel like you're still very much affected by this energy, even though it is from a cycle that no longer continues to be in your life. There is a lot of residual energy from this experience here. I feel like there could be the possibility that you guys didn't end this situation on good terms or on speaking terms. I feel like this has that energy of a battle that you can never win. You know, like even if somebody walked away with some victory or with the sensation that they won the battle, it is a lost battle either way. It is the type of battle that you can never win because both sides are at loss. If that makes sense. Yeah, this was definitely a toxic bond that you just need to move on from, I feel like, because here with the devil present and these opposing views from the oracle cards, we have we need space, yet I feel so lost without you. And that is the definition of a toxic cycle. And I speak from experience here because you feel like you can't be away from that person, yet when you're together you're just not good for each other. It's just a toxic dynamic. It's that inability to be comfortable in your own skin. It's like some attachment, almost like some attachment. We have the Chariot here. Chariot and the World. I feel like what some of you could do to try to snap out of this stagnant energy, I feel like somebody is still very trapped or very caught up in that energy. You know, it's very dense, very overwhelming. I feel like what you guys are being advised to do here too could be to go on a small trip to snap out of that that energy. Here with the World and the Chariot, I feel like you could go on a field trip, or you could just go visit some family out of state, go on a field trip with friends, maybe leave the country if you do have the financial means to do so. Visit a different city, go somewhere you've never been before. Yeah, there's heartbreak. Three of Swords. Somebody is still kind of dwelling in what could have been. It's really hard for somebody to let go. With the Devil and the Three of Swords, this was definitely a toxic dynamic here. I feel like it was one of those situations where you can't live with nor without, can't live with or without you, you know. The Tower. I feel like something needed to happen here. I feel like maybe neither one of you guys was ready to let go of this situation, and it was more divine intervention that triggered or that served as the catalyst to this ending. because there is that energy or that sense of unfinished business about this. There is still that bitter taste left over in your mouth. I feel like somebody was just not ready to let go of the situation, and when universes had to intervene and be like, you know, because the universe will put you in very uncomfortable situations and will have you take a look at yourself as you are sitting in the dirt, to try to get you to snap out of it and see things for what they are on your own. But after so many opportunities, because the devil is always so associated with very oppressive energies, that even though you can easily walk away from if you wanted to, there is something about these energies that just cause you to be blindfolded and almost like in a haze. It's kind of like being blinded to the truth or brainwashed, and you are unable to see clearly when you're caught up in that situation. And it isn't until sometimes months later, when you look back at the situation with more clear judgment, that you're able to realize what that was, you know. And this is giving me karmic bond vibes. I feel like this was a karmic lesson that you just went through. I feel like currently you may be going through a dark night of the soul here with the devil, the tower, and the 5 of cups. So the dark night of the soul is something that leads to an awakening. It is typically tied to a karmic relationship. You could have been in a toxic relationship with somebody for a reason. There was something that you needed to learn from that experience. It is very hard to look at situations like this one from a higher stand, especially if you're still licking your wounds. But there is something that you're meant to learn. You guys are teachers to each other. You guys are lessons. You're supposed to walk out of these relationship with wisdom. It's something that kind of tries to push you forward toward alchemy, or the opportunity to turn your wounds into wisdom. And this is what I'm picking up from this energy. So you could still currently be undergoing that dark night of the soul, or about to experience an awakening. And something about awakenings, like major awakenings, is that you're never the same person again. This is complete transformation. This is something that was meant to catapult you, that was meant to finish you, that was meant to end you, but it doesn't. It does, in a way. Like a part of you dies and is transformed into something completely different. This is basically the phoenix rising back from the ashes, and you become whole again. It's like a rebirth. So you're being presented with this opportunity here, but it is one of the most difficult things that you will have to go through, because you will be embarking on a new journey once you get that awakening, or if you've already gone through that awakening, that is what awaits. You are on the journey back to self after this experience. Let's go ahead and pull some advice here on how you should proceed. I think that definitely either moving away. If you lived with this person that you were in a karmic relationship with, it would be a great idea to leave that apartment, leave the house, start fresh. It's also a great way to invite new positive energy. And yeah, we have the Temperance here, healing, alchemy, new opportunities. That is confirmation that this is coming from an awakening. Eight of Pentacles. It's gonna be hard work. It's never easy. It's never easy because you know how they always say ignorance is bliss? This relationship was meant to redirect you toward your soul path, your soul journey. Six of Swords. Yeah, you're moving away. You're eventually gonna be moving away from this energy. So the Temperance and the Six of Swords are great energies. This is basically telling you you have the potential to grow from this experience. There is wisdom on the other side of this. I know it sounds corny, but it is really what Temperance is all about. It's healing, it's alchemy, it's using the shit that people have thrown at you as fertilizer. That is really what this is telling you. You are going to come out of this experience. You're going to land on your feet. You're going to be the winner because you will be able to figure out how to learn and how to grow and how to manifest blessings in your life from this experience. You're going to use this as fertilizer in your life. This is kind of hitting home for me because I was in a situation like this one exactly 4 years ago around this time. I think it was actually the beginning of September when I had my dark night of the soul that led to my awakening, and which actually led me to tarot. But it was one of the hardest things that I had to endure. And all I can say is that I look at myself before my awakening as a completely different person, almost like as a different entity. I feel like I was asleep. I was just a carcass. And this person that I had that karmic relationship with gave me the gift of realizing my own worth, and gave me the gift of acceptance, which was hard for me to realize when I was caught up in all these nasty energies. But as soon as I was able to walk away and those energies dissipated, I was able to see the situation for what it really was. And I feel like this is just basically saying, hang in there. It's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be worth it. You're gonna come out of this situation a better person. You're gonna come out with thicker skin and with a lot of wisdom. So just trust the process and trust the universe. Okay, so if you like the reading and if this made sense to you, if this resonated, please like and subscribe and have a good day. Okay, so this message here is for you guys that chose to unlock door number 3. So I'm gonna start by pulling out some oracle cards to see if I can get farther information on what's going on. All right, so the first oracle card that I pulled says, I can sense this spiritual connection. Oop. Okay, I can sense this spiritual connection. And let's try these other oracle cards here and see what they gotta say about what you need right now. What is it that you need right now for those who unlocked door number 3? Okay, so we have, I don't know what to say. So it says, I can sense a spiritual connection and I don't know what to say. All right, so let me go ahead and shuffle these cards and see what it is that you need right now in your life. For those who unlocked door number 3. Okay, so let's see for those who unlocked door number 3, what is it that they need in their lives right now? What do they need in their lives? What do they need right now? Okay, let me go ahead and... Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles just flipped. So let me see here. For those who picked door number 3, for those who are unlocking door number 3, what do they need right now? What do they need right now? What do they need right now? What do they need for those who unlocked door number 3? What do they need right now? What do they need? What do they need? For those who unlocked door number 3, what is it that they need right now? For those who unlocked door number 3, what do they need? What is it that they need right now? Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. All right, so we have the 5 of Wands. Huh. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so right off the bat, as it is, I'm already getting lack of communication. I feel like there may have been a disconnect between you and somebody else. We also pulled the 5 of Wands, so restrictions, I feel like things are not flowing right now. What do those who unlocked door number 3 need right now? What do they need right now? What do they need? Besides lack of communication, I feel like there could also be that you guys may have felt left out in the cold. Okay, so we have 2 of Wands here. Or that you may also be experiencing financial difficulties, or just simply a lack of communication in a relationship, a disconnect. You may have been butting heads with somebody, just things might not have been flowing naturally. Okay, what it is that they need. Fingers for those unlocked. Door number 3. What else? For those unlocked. Door number 3. 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands. Okay, so I have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups, Prince of Swords, Queen of Swords, 8 of Swords, King of Pentacles. So the clarifiers basically just jumped right out. 5 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see here. All right, yeah, so I said lack of communication, right? So I feel like things are not flowing between you and somebody else. There could have been a disconnect. Okay, yeah. So you may have lost touch with somebody that you felt a strong connection with, and I'm not sure what it is that it could have caused the disconnect or for you guys to fall out. But yeah, with the Two of Wands and the Five of Cups, you guys have been feeling just like you are in a funk and unable to move on from this state of mind. If I feel like you have been grieving over how things went down with this person in the past. I feel like you guys were either avoiding communicating with each other, or if you ever did communicate, you guys were not on the same page about things. I feel like somebody was feeling insecure and just maybe not appreciated in the relationship or in the connection. I feel like there could have been more misunderstandings than anything, and this has caused you guys to kind of go your own ways. And I feel like there is just a continuation of this grieving within you. You are really feeling the loss of this person right now, or you have been struggling with the loss of this connection. And I feel like even though you guys may have stopped talking to each other, you guys still feel each other's energy. I feel like somebody may have felt like they are unsure on what to say, or maybe how to convey a message. With the Eight of Swords here, I feel like somebody has been feeling in their head about the situation, kind of anxious, feeling trapped, not knowing how to proceed or which way to go. And there's also a sense of lack of direction and lack of patience, because I feel like somebody has been waiting for some communication, or has been hoping that the person would come back around or reach out to you and try to reconnect. Somebody has been waiting for quite some time, and maybe suffering in silence, not being able to say how they feel for some reason. I feel like somebody, one of you guys, has been observing, kind of at the expectation of some communication or maybe some news about this person. I feel like somebody has been really longing for you, or you have been longing for somebody. Yeah, I feel like you have been longing for somebody. I feel like if there has been any actions in the past, or any communication, it could have been just disappointing, or you guys could have been butting heads. It could be too that maybe you guys are struggling to understand each other, because it's almost like a battle of egos, or you guys may just be on different pages communication wise, and it's very difficult for you guys to be on the same page or understand each other when you convey messages. I feel, or somebody may be struggling with how to convey messages the right way, or not be sure on how to express their emotions in a healthy way, or in as or in a healthy way. I feel like there is definitely two people here who do feel that spiritual connection, who are still linked to each other emotionally, but there is no communication at this time. And you guys are grieving the process, you guys are wanting to take action but are very unsure on which direction to go. You guys are very unsure on how to proceed. You see this Eight of Swords, it's here in between a Queen of Swords and a King of Pentacles. So we have strong air and earth energies. So this could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So yeah, there is two people here feeling the connection, longing for each other. There is something that you guys are grieving, but for some reason you guys, it's like you want to take action but you just can't. Let me see if I can pull any advice on how to proceed about this situation. How to proceed about this situation. I feel like somebody feels that even though they've lost you, and even though that they're feeling your absence and they feel like they have been left out in the cold, they're very much grieving your absence, but they feel like even if they took action and try to reach out and communicate, they know for some reason that it would be pointless, that it would be to no avail. So all they can do is just watch you at a distance. And it feels like an everlasting wait. The Three of Cups here. This is advice on this situation. What advice can we give on the situation, on this disconnect? What advice can we give? What advice can we give on this current situation? What advice can we give? Okay, so King of Wands and the Lovers. Okay, yeah, so even though you guys are not talking to each other, the connection is still there. The link between you two is still there. I feel like you guys are being asked to make a decision here with the Lovers card. I feel like there is a strong connection. There is the possibility that this might be some kind of soul connection, and you're basically being faced with a decision here. Somebody is. The person that has been grieving this loss and this disconnect, somebody has really been feeling insecure, down, broken due to this loss of communication. I feel like somebody needs to make a decision and pursue that final decision with conviction here. I feel like there is the potential for there to be good times ahead between you two, but somebody needs to make up their mind and approach this person or this situation with confidence. I feel like this person embodies the qualities of a King of Wands. I feel like this person may be very physically attractive. This person may be either very stubborn or self-employed, independent. You might be independent, a free thinker, somebody that doesn't really like to follow other people. He kind of feels empowered enough to do his own thing. So I feel like maybe a lot of this conflict in energies is because of you guys maybe being too stubborn, or the possibility that you guys are butting heads due to your ego. This could be the reason why you guys are having this disconnect. I feel like you guys are just having to learn to get along, which can be very difficult. I feel like try to look at this as a learning experience. I feel like you guys can compromise with each other. I feel like you guys are just really having to be a little bit more complacent and willing to work with the other person and compromise. I feel like communication is lacking here, but is important in every relationship, because I feel like you guys are just choosing to resist to compromise and continue to stand your ground when sometimes it may not be necessary. You know, sometimes it's best to pick your battles. I feel like somebody's feeling like they can't talk to you, or you won't understand or see things from their perspective, and it makes them feel like they can't talk to you, or they can't establish healthy communication with you because you're too stuck in your ways or in your own way of thinking, and you're maybe unable to see things from a broader viewpoint or perspective. I feel like eventually somebody will take action. I feel like somebody will finally make up their minds and find direction on which way to go, and try to find a way to communicate to you or reach out to you, or vice versa. But I feel like somebody needs to get out of their head and make a decision, find that direction, and take action to communicate and convey the words that you want to say. You know, stop being so stubborn. There are battles that don't need to be fought. I feel like you guys might both have like strong personalities, or might be strong-minded, and I think that that's what's causing you to collide. Yeah, but I think that one of you guys will make up your mind and head back, reconnect, reach out. Okay, but there just needs to be common ground and willingness to tame your ego and pick your battles. Okay, all right, well, if you like this reading, please like and subscribe.